Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Do allow me to say Happy New Year to all football fans all over the world. Hope you have a successful but joyful 2024. Wow, it's here, the first day. And hopefully this year is a memorable one for myself personally. But again, good evening from Southeast London, England, from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG Repping, otherwise short for Dele London Guna, space, Romeo Echo, Papa, Papa, Indigo November. And this is me again. This is another match review. Another L to go through again. Because at the Craven Cottage it finished Fulham 2, Arsenal 1. Fulham, massive well done to them. They fully deserved it after the 5 minutes where they were 1-0 down. They took control of the game, created better opportunities, and on another day they win 3-4-1. And I'm gonna be going through the ratings. Oh, goodness me. Players are gonna get immensely criticised, and I mean immensely. Not good enough, absolutely pathetic, and I am disgusted by the performance. Disgusted. I am absolute seething. But before I go into the match review itself, just help me by showing me love, joy, and respect, yeah, by smashing the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Smash them in abundance, yeah? Make sure you share this channel virally all over the globe, especially to your friends and your relatives, yeah? If you're watching me for the first time, welcome on board. Just share this channel amongst your friends and your relatives, yeah? And tell them to share it amongst their friends and relatives. Well, if you want to give me your thoughts of the game, your opinion on the individual performances from the boys in green, well, yeah, might as well say boys because it was men against boys again. For the boys in green, leave it in the comment section below, yeah? Just remember to keep it nice but respectful because my comment section is for positive feedback only, yeah? And lastly, do subscribe to the channel. This is day one of my channel, yeah? Make sure you subscribe to the channel, yeah? Smash the subs button for me, left, right, and center. The aim is to go for 1,000 subscribers. And I want to accomplish that this year. I pray and hope that I accomplish that this year. So get subscribing, yeah? Well, disgusted with the performance. Horrifying. I thought we turned over a new leaf when we went 1-0 up. But what we done was sat back, soaked up pressure, and encouraged Fulham to get back into the game. The warning signs were there. The warning signs told us that we should not be conceding opportunities on target, and that's what we did when Jimenez had a side-footed effort from 20 yards out, or less than 20 yards out, comfortably saved by Raya. But we just didn't learn our lesson. They hit us on the counter-attack. Cross comes in. Benjamin White, where was he? Nowhere to be seen. Saliba comes over and he does nothing to prevent the cross. That's because he wasn't tight enough. And before you know it, you got Kai Havertz and Jakub Kuvia struggling to get back, and Kuvia struggling to prevent Raul Jimenez scoring the equaliser. Pathetic all-round defending and positioning of the defending as well. Second goal, poorly defending the corner. Last season, we were number one at defending set pieces, and what I saw yesterday was just pathetic. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães kicking the ball onto Tomiyasu, who, uh, through no fault of his own, tees up Bobby Dekova-Reid for the winning goal. And you can see it. Fulham were coming at us. They were looking to kill the game off. Davaraya had to make a smart, good save from a left-footed shot, and then he was beaten all over by Pereira's free kick from 20-odd yards out. We were just second best all over the park. Bukayo Saka in that game, he had an opportunity with a volley, and he got it horribly wrong. Just horribly wrong. He had more time than he thought. I can't understand how he don't understand where. I can't understand how you cannot see the space and time that he had. All he had to do is take a touch, and then the second touch should be in the back of the net. But what do I know? What do I know? Guys, if you're about to join in, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Because right now I'm going to go into the player ratings. So starting off in goal, Davaraya. He cannot be faulted for the 2 goals, not in my humble opinion. Made 1 or 2 saves in that game. So I'm going to let him have a 6. Benjamin White. I hardly saw him. And when I wanted to see him, I wanted to see him defend. The first goal, he should have been part of that defensive lineup. It was stretched all over the place. Saliba found himself having to come over to his position, and he didn't do. And he did a poor job of it for him, and he was nowhere to be seen. For me, Benjamin White gets a 2. William Saliba, I thought he was awful. The worst Arsenal game I've seen since he signed for the club. He thought he had more time on the ball. Luckily, he did not concede the penalty. Luckily, he didn't get sent off, only because Gabriel Magalhaes was the last man. But he was rightfully booked. He was nervous. Defensively, he's had 2 poor games. He has been absolutely shocking. And I love William Saliba. I believe he's one of the best young centre-backs in Europe. But for me, he was just completely shocking. And he can shed some of the blame for the equalising goal. I'm going to give him a 2. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhaes, bozo moment yet again. Oh, goodness me. I just don't get it with him. His concentration is a serious issue at the back. He was at fault for both goals against West Ham, and definitely can take some of the blame for the winning goal for me. I mean, it was an uncomfortable afternoon for him. He can have a 2. Jakub Kivior, 0. Absolutely dog's crap. Absolute dog's crap. Obviously, he's not comfortable at left back, but for him to invert from left back to midfield, he looked pathetic and lost. Absolute 0 out of 10 performance. And to sum him up, he got nowhere near Jimenez for the Fulham equaliser. 0 out of 10. If you agree with my player ratings or not, leave it in the comment section below. Right, the midfield area, Declan Rice. Well, he was bad as his teammates. Surely he was bad as giving the ball away, playing 2 or 3 astray passes, just giving the ball away in midfield. Not himself for me. Not himself. He's had a couple of bad games. And for me, he's our player of the season, if the truth be told. But yesterday, nowhere near a 9 or 8 out of 10. For me, I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10, Declan Rice. He looked like he was trying, but maybe trying too hard and trying too much harder than his teammates. And I don't blame him, but not for me. Martin Odegaard, oh my word, created absolutely nothing. Gets on his left foot on the right hand side of the field. He's just far too predictable for me. You actually know what he's going to do when he gets the ball on the right. We want him in a centre where he can affect the game, and he affected nothing. He was ineffective in that game, and he had a set piece that he skied over the bar, and oh god, snot on his nose and wipes it on his hair. Revolted, utterly revolted. It made me sick when I watched it. I just thought, oh my goodness me, how could you do that? How on earth could you ever do that? That's the most revolting thing I've ever seen from a footballer. Seriously. And what's more embarrassing is it happens to be an Arsenal player. And that's you, Odegaard. And you are our club captain. That's the most embarrassing thing I'll ever see from a club captain of Arsenal Football Club. You are having a what? Nah, you're having a zero. You were absolutely dog's foul. Beyond belief. Kai Havertz, 0 out of 10. What on earth did he do? Other than giving the ball away, other than not making the runs. And I can understand that he did not get the service, but that's no excuse for him not to get more involved. He was disinterested in the game. The longer the game grew, the more he got disinterested. And for me, he has been absolutely crap. Out of 20 odd games, he's had 3-4 good games. It's not good enough for the price tag that he comes with. Nah, 0 out of 10. Right, Bukayo Saka. Apart from that goal, he was woeful. He's having a 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10, and he's lucky to get that for me. Kicks out on Polinia, who had a fabulous game. Maybe my man of the match of the game. Every time he was faced one-on-one, he couldn't beat his man. He'll pass the ball back, as predicted. He's becoming too predictable, and he needs to change his game. But at the same time, I feel that he and a number of the players are fed up of Arteta's system, and I don't hold that as an excuse against his performances, because his performance was absolutely abysmal. Should be taken off. He's got to hold bench. He's coming to the stage where I feel he needs to hold bench. 1 out of 10. On the other side, Gabriel Martinelli. Apart from having that shot that led to the goal, he was absolutely abysmal. And I mean abysmal. And had no effect in the game. He just took off where he left off from the West Ham game. Just so poor. Obviously, you can see that he's lacking confidence. His form has dipped very much. And as for Odegaard, 3 assists in 25 odd games? Atrocious. It's just nowhere near good enough. For me, come the end of the season, a proper manager will strip him of the captaincy. But Martinelli, for me, he needs competition. And I don't think Trossard is that guy. But I'll get onto Trossard, as he came on as a sub. So Martinelli, I'm giving him 1 out of 10. Not impressed. As for Eddie Nketiah, 0 out of 10. He offered us absolutely diddly squats. Nada. Sweet FA. This guy flatters to deceive. 5 Premier League goals. And that's the main striker we're counting on to get us to the promised land. No chance in hell. He should be sold. He should have been sold at least 3 years ago. It was obvious he was never going to be good enough to get Arsenal over the line. Whether it's a top four challenge or the title challenge, he's not that guy. Nowhere near. The man looking like a woeful Eddie Murphy. Get out of here. Nah, 0 out of 10. Right, to the substitutions. Gabriel Jesus, just poor again. His work rate and his commitment to the team, to the club, I get that. See him at right back, making a last minute, well, not a tackle, stopping the cross. I like that, but for me, I want to see him at the other end and do the job. Because he's again saving Benjamin White's bacon. You know, he's showing Benjamin White how to stop crosses. I get that, but what he was doing there, I just don't know. I just don't get it. For me, oh no, 1 out of 10. Leandro Trossard, 0 impact for me. Absolute 0 impact. I just don't get why he was brought on from the bench. Just don't get it. I just don't get the manager's system, his strategy. I'm going to give him Leandro Trossard. I'm going to give him a 2 out of 10. Right, who else? Who else was the other substitutes? Oh, Tomiyasu. For me, 3 out of 10. He looked 2. No, let me give him 1 out of 10. He looked so rusty. You could see by his first touch, the game was passing him by, and that's a shame because it would have been nice for him to get that 45 minutes going his way, but it never went his way. For me, 1 out of 10. Right, Mikel Arteta. Oh, he's getting a 0 out of 10. Poor for me, absolutely poor. Poor management. Poor technically, yeah, poor technically, and you know the system. It's getting to that point where he is under pressure. 1 win in 6 competitions is not well, 1 win in 6 in all competitions is poor, and now it's 1 win in 5 league games. Worrying. It is worrying. It's getting to the point where he's got players that don't get along. Like Martinelli refused to shake Emile Smith-Rowe's hand. Declan Rice and Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães were having an argument before the equaliser. I don't get what that was all about. Some of the players look fed up of Arteta. They don't look like they want to. Well, it's either they look fed up of the players or of the manager, or they don't want to be at the club. But I think they're more or less fed up of the manager. His system is not working for them. He's not getting the best out of players. He's regressing them, and you can see, and you know it's shown on the pitch. For me, 1 out of 10, and if he ends the season trophyless, just tear up his contract, sack him. Seriously, sack him. We need to raise the standards, and if sacking Arteta is part of that building process, then let's do that. Let's do that. The referee I can't have too much complaints about the referee. You know, he's not the reason why we defended poorly. He's not the reason why we allowed Fulham to create the better opportunities. Yeah, we can't make any excuses for the referee. You know, we know a certain individual on AFTV that makes excuses for the referee, not for me. always blames the ref when it doesn't go our way. We can't blame the ref for William Saliba being poor, not doing enough to prevent the cross for the equaliser. We can't blame the referee for Benjamin White having a poor season. We can't blame the referee for Bukayo Saka's woeful season. And to be fair on him, he looked tired and he looked fed up. We can't blame the referee for Martinelli's lack of confidence. That's on us. We can't blame the referee for picking the 11 that walked across the line. Nah, the referee allowed the game to flow. You know, there wasn't a bad tackle in that game, not that I can remember. Although, if the referee had seen what Bukayo Saka had done, he would have rightfully sent him off, and we would not have had any complaint about it. No VAR check, no nothing. And he was lucky VAR didn't get involved, because if they did, they would have sent Saka off. The referee would have had to send Saka off, sorry. Not they. The referee would have to send him off, and we would not have any complaints. So for me, the referee gets 7 from me. The Arsenal fans, well, those that left it with 50 minutes to go, absolute snowflakes, absolute fake fans, and yet they criticise those on Arsenal fan TV for being fake. Well, the same ones that will leave the stadium, home, away, or in Europe, with 50 minutes to go, and then you call them fake fans. You're an embarrassment to the club. You are purchasing tickets which should go to the true fans who want them, who want to watch their team from the start to the finish, no matter the result, the score line. But yet, nah, for me, you can have a 4 out of 10. I'm done with this fan base. I feel like I'm done with this fan base, should I say. Anyway, I'm done with these ratings. I'm just shot to bits with the performance, and I'm very unhappy. So what a pleasure it is, to kick off this video for the start of 2024, which is another blessing, but not a blessing in terms of the result. So, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I thank you for listening, thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching, and saving the best to last. I thank you so much for putting up with me. More peace, more love, more blessings again. Do look after your friends, do look after your families, and make sure you look after yourselves, as always. As your host, your guy himself, the heart, we're going to chat again, yeah? Do remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And one more thing, make sure that you're always nice, please, yeah? Please, just be nice. Now, do mean be nice. Cheers.